Many couples turn to detox programs in hopes of giving their body a fresh start when they're trying to get pregnant. But what if I told you that detoxing alone may not be the answer and sometimes can even do more harm than good? In today's video, we're going to talk about a common approach that lots of couples are using when they try to conceive, detoxing. I'll share why detoxing for fertility isn't always effective as it seems, and why sometimes it can actually even do more harm than good, and how taking a personalized approach can really do a lot better in the long run. If you've been researching for fertility, you have probably come across a number of fertility detoxes. The concept being that, hey, we're going to move these toxins out of your body, and by doing that, we're going to create an environment where a pregnancy can happen and thrive. It sounds like a good concept, right? But here's the problem. A lot of couples are jumping into detoxing without truly understanding how their bodies are working and what they need. While detoxing alone can be helpful for some, it is not a one-size-fits-all approach. And again, for some people, it can really disrupt the delicate balance of things going on inside their bodies, or their bodies may not be even ready to detox. Tell me in the comments if you've ever done a detox and how that went for you. God designed our bodies to detox for sure and to get toxins out. Here's how detoxing works in your body. I want you to think of detoxing like cleaning out your fridge. We've all been there where you open your fridge and you know something is off in there. You use your nose and detective skills to kind of find out what's going on, and you pull out that fish from last week that never got cooked. Now, personally, I prefer to compost, but for today's example, let's just say we throw this in the trash, aka we get those toxins to the liver. Now, what happens next is kind of like stage 1 liver detoxification. And what happens is basically it's like taking your trash out. You want to move it out of the liver, but remember that nasty fish is still in there. So stage 1 liver detox is kind of like taking the trash out to your can. Now, we've all been there where life gets busy and you actually forget to take the can down to the street. That fish you put in the trash is going to get even more gross just sitting in your can for a week or two than it would have been if you just left it in the fridge. Your body's kind of the same way. Phase 1 liver detox actually can make more toxic components, but if we don't get the trash out and get to phase 2, which is where most detoxes fall short, then we're going to be in a worse place than we were before. Detoxing by design really focuses on getting rid of toxins in the body. Now, that's great for cleaning up your system, but fertility isn't just about removing the toxins. It's about making sure that your body has the right nutrients it needs to function, not just to function and make it by, but to function optimally and get to a place where we can actually conceive naturally. We need things like hormones, good circulation, and overall reproductive health to all be working well before the body's going to be like, hey, I'm in a good place to have a baby. So toxins might be one piece of that puzzle, but nutrient deficiencies are usually playing into that as well. I want you to think of it like this. We've all seen the cartoon where somebody is in a boat, there's a big hole in the boat, and there's all this water rushing in, and the character is just like taking a cup or something silly and like spooning out all the water. Now, that's kind of like detoxification. But I want you to reframe that and think about patching those holes first, because if we don't patch the holes, we're going to be doing this and doing this and doing this, and eventually we're going to sink. But if we patch the holes first, aka replenish the body, then we can move toxins out more efficiently, and it's going to save our boat and get us to our destination, aka a pregnancy. So fertility isn't just about removing the bad stuff, it's replenishing the good stuff as well. Magnesium, zinc, iodine, calcium are all really important to hormone balance, healthy cycles, healthy sperm development. All of these things need to be working well in order for us to get to the point where our body actually can detoxify well, and it will be beneficial for our body and can get us to a place of conception. In fact, if you don't patch those holes first, like I said before, your detoxification can actually do more harm than good. And that's where, like we mentioned before, people get detox reactions like Herxheimer's or just detox reactions. It's because their body was not in a good place to do a detox. In fact, some detox programs are pretty extreme and can actually just strip your body of nutrients. Some people go on extreme fasting diets or very restrictive eating, or they're juicing and spiking their blood sugar, which actually, again, is going to strip your body of nutrients and especially minerals, and is going to leave you in a worse place than you were to conceive before you did the detox. While detoxing is popular, there is a more targeted approach you can take to preparing your body for conception. Instead of just removing toxins, A holistic approach is going to look at the big picture and first see where your body is struggling and what holes we need to fill before we can move on to detoxification. A holistic approach is going to take into account your body's specific needs, where your body is struggling, and the overall picture of your life. It's about nourishing your body with the right foods, the right supplements, and looking at your lifestyle as a whole to make sure that we are doing things that are actually going to help rather than hinder conception. This helps restore the body's natural balance and get it in a place where the body is ready to say, hey, this environment is good. I'm ready to have a baby here. But it starts with understanding your body's unique chemistry. In my practice, I use a tool called the HTMA, or the hair tissue mineral analysis, that really gives us an overall look at how the body is functioning, where minerals are, and also heavy metals, so that we can take a very targeted, customized approach to each person's case and not just do a one-size-fits-all detox. This test looks at your nutrients and helps give us insight into what is going on in your body, where there are imbalances or deficiencies, and what we can do to shore those up to have smooth sailing to conception. It also takes a look at toxic metals in your body because, again, we don't want to just move those out because the body is going to want something there on those receptor cells, but instead we want to replenish the body with minerals so that it naturally is going to detoxify those things out on its own when it's ready. Unlike a general detox that can leave you guessing or leave your body guessing like what is going on here, the HTMA is going to give us data into where we need to make informed, precise changes for your body. It's not about guessing what your body needs. It's about looking exactly where your body is struggling and where it has deficiencies, and then addressing those with a targeted head-on approach. By focusing on replenishing nutrients and supporting your overall health, this is going to get you in a much better place to conceive naturally. So while detoxing might seem like an easy fix, it's not a one-size-fits-all, and it certainly is not always addressing the root cause of fertility issues. This holistic approach and using tools like the HTMA helps you restore balance in a way that's specific to you, ensuring you have the right nutrients to support your fertility. In the next video, I'm going to talk more about this concept of replenishing versus detoxing. If you are struggling with your fertility, I would love you to use the link below to schedule a fertility consult. I would love to talk to you and help you get your fertility on track in a holistic and targeted approach that is personalized to you and your body. I'll see you in the next video.